Hey, what's going on, guys? What's happening? YouTube, you guys have tuned into Rules for Rebels, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about NFT or NFT tokens in regards to the cryptocurrency space. And I'm also going to give you just a very top-level overview of some of these markets where people are selling NFT artwork, things like Rarible, things like OpenSea, things like Foundation. And I thought maybe we'd also take a look at a couple articles like, this one from the New York Times, why an animated flying cat with a Pop-Tart body sold for almost $600,000, how to sell a cat gift for $500,000. And I guess Logan Paul the other day made his own version of a digital magic card, put out a couple thousand of them, and I believe within about a half hour it had sold $5 million worth of NFTs. Ahead of, I guess he's doing like these really expensive first edition Pokemon box breaks. So, I don't know a whole lot about NFTs, right? This is something that we've been hearing about lately for the past couple months. I never really decided to dive into it. I know Gary Vee has gone kind of all in on NFTs. Alex Becker has been making a lot of videos about NFTs. I'm not really familiar with the whole CryptoPunks thing. The CryptoPunks seem to be kind of one of the hotter NFTs going around. So this video is going to be kind of like if you've never even heard of an NFT, or if you've maybe heard it in passing conversation but didn't know what the heck it was. I've literally been messing around with this for probably less than 24 hours. I think I maybe spent an hour or two playing around and trying to learn about these a little bit yesterday. I'll be honest, these don't hold a ton of interest to me. But I thought it was something worth covering, and I do think it's something that you could probably make some money on. So first off, let's talk a little bit about what an NFT is. NFT stands for Non-Fungible Token. Fungible means something that can be exchanged or substituted and holds the same value. So examples include things like US dollar, gold, Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies. However, non-fungible means an asset that can't be substituted and it has unique attributes. So something like a painting, a theater ticket, a house, a video game skin, or if you guys remember back to 2017 when that stupid game Crypto Kitties was out, which was eventually followed by Crypto Titties, kind of a parody of Crypto Kitties. Which was kind of the first real-world use case. Some assets are physical and tangible when we're talking about non-fungible things, and some are digital, and a token refers to a certificate stored on a blockchain. So NFTs are a digital asset that is publicly verifiable intellectual property and authenticated on a blockchain. And again, some of the platforms you can kind of trade these is, the one I've been playing around with is Rarible. OpenSea seems to be like the most popular one as far as I found. There's another one called Foundation. And people sell things like digital art, I think even domain names, virtual land in video games, and collectibles. Now, here's the thing that kind of throws me off, right? Like I kind of get collecting art. When I was a kid, I used to collect sports cards. I don't really have an interest in sports cards anymore. As far as things I collect today, I really don't collect anything that's like rare or where you're really going to pay a big dollar amount for one specific item. I might collect shot glasses when I go on vacation or something like that, but there's nothing really unique or fungible about that, right? And I do collect plants. I do try to get kind of rare plants, but there's like a tangible thing that I can see in my house, I can touch. It's a conversation piece when people come over. I water it, I take care of it, I propagate it. There's a little bit more to it for me there. I don't really get, and even a physical piece of artwork, like, if I go to an art show or I'm on vacation and see a local artist or something, I might buy their piece of work to hang on my wall. I don't really get the allure of having like a digital piece of art. The other thing that kind of throws me off about digital pieces of art, so here's Logan Paul's Pokemon card, right? I realize that one is on the blockchain and it can't be, obviously the blockchain decides which of these are original, but I can literally screenshot this thing and now I have a copy of it as well that in the grand scheme of things is as good as your copy of it. So I don't really get the allure of digital art. And then the other thing, when I'm looking around on these forums or on these apps and marketplaces, there's nothing really that I'm seeing here for the most part that's all that special. Like, what is this? Like somebody's taking pictures of a box going around in a circle, made a deal with the devil, plain text. This one at least, at least I can kind of appreciate that maybe some like graphic designer or programmer created this image and there's something behind it. But like, ETH deal in the park, boxes spinning. This is cool, but I'm not like super wowed by it. Like these ones I think are a little bit cooler. I don't know. I guess I kind of lack to see the allure of this whole thing. But These NFTs, these non-fungible tokens, are becoming a hot thing. People are making a lot of money trading them. And so yesterday I sat down and decided to, I set up a MetaMask account. And I guess I'll give a little bit of a brief introduction. More than anything, I just wanted to kind of start a discussion. Maybe some of you guys can kind of teach me something about these NFTs because I'm brand new to it. And maybe you guys can explain it to me in a way that I kind of understand the allure of this. I've just been hearing so much about it that I figured I'd put a video out there and at least make you guys aware of this if this is something that any of you guys want to dive into further. When it comes to the crypto space, there's so much to know. There's so many different coins to follow. It's literally impossible to follow the whole space. So I think you kind of have to decide, how do I want to make money in this space, or how do I want to be a part of this space? Do I want to be a trader? Do I want to be, there's a certain skill level that comes with trading, and you need to keep up with the market. Also with now we have staking. Ethereum staking, Ethereum 2.0 staking is about to go live on Coinbase. You can stake a lot of coins on Binance, Coinbase, Kraken. So you could be somebody who stakes your coins to earn money. You also have things like PancakeSwap, which is a little bit more complicated, but that's one of the frustrations about the crypto space is nothing is really that easy to get started with. It's not like eBay where I can just set up the account and start selling. Like here, I had to go get a MetaMask account. Then I had to set up an account on Rarible. I'll be honest, Rarible was fairly easy to set up, but then I had to send money from Binance to my MetaMask account, and my MetaMask account pays Rarible. If any of you guys have an interest in putting up some of your own artwork on Rarible, I will drop a video down below that some guy made a really kind of short but very informative video that kind of took you step by step through the process. I took a couple t-shirt images or just kind of graphic art images that I had worked on in the past. I uploaded them here. You can either sell them as an auction or as a flat price. You decide how many tokens or how many NFTs of that piece of art you want to exist. If you want, you can transfer them to other people on the marketplace. And I'm kind of at a loss of where to go from here. Let's go to how it works. Let's see. Rarible. Okay, so I'll link to this page as well. I guess this kind of goes through kind of explaining how everything works, the governance, the token. We also have a site called OpenSea. Let's look on OpenSea at some artwork here. That one's kind of cool, but people want a lot of money for this. Actually, this one's not that much money. But a lot of these things are selling for a fortune. This is an NFT. Nice fucking taco. Really, I'm gonna pay. I'm guessing that's priced in Ethereum, which would make that $800. I'm gonna pay $800 for this. I don't know. I just don't get it. Let's take a look at a couple of these articles. Why an animated flying cat with a Pop-Tart body sold for almost $600,000. A fast-growing market for digital art. Ephemera and media is marrying the world's taste for collectibles with cutting-edge technology. Let's see. In the 10 years since Chris Torres created Nyan Cat, an animated flying cat with a Pop-Tart body leaving a rainbow trail, the meme has been viewed and shared across the web hundreds of millions of times. On Thursday, he put a one-of-a-kind version of it up for sale on Foundation, a website for buying and selling digital goods. In the final hour of the auction, there was a bidding war. Nyan Cat was sold to a user identified only by cryptocurrency wallet number. The price, roughly $580,000. Mr. Torres was breathless. I felt like I've opened the floodgates, he said in an interview on Friday. The sale was a new high point for a fast-growing market for ownership rights to digital art, ephemera, and media called NFTs or non-fungible tokens. The buyers are usually not acquiring copyrights, trademarks, or even the sole ownership of whatever it is they purchase. They're buying bragging rights and the knowledge that their copy is the authentic one. And I guess that kind of gets to explaining what's the point of this, right? To be honest with you, I would rather have a copy of the Mona Lisa hanging on my wall that's just mass produced and has really no value. I would rather have a physical copy of that hanging on my wall than the rights to a digital piece of art that I can't see, I can't touch, even if that piece of digital art is a one of one and worth a lot more money. Obviously if something's worth $580,000, granted, yeah, I'd rather have something I could sell for $580,000, but it seems that's essentially what you're buying. You're buying bragging rights. I own this item. I could take a screenshot of that digital Pop-Tart cat and I have the same exact thing as the real owner, but the real owner can say, no, the blockchain proves that mine is the original one. I don't know. To me, that doesn't do much. I don't know. Maybe to some of you guys, it makes a little bit more sense. Other digital tokens recently sold include a clip of LeBron James blocking a shot in a Lakers basketball game that went for $100,000. Literally, somebody's just taking a screencast from a video of LeBron James dunking. I don't even know how copyright or trademark works into this with, like, is the NBA going to come after that person for, you are not allowed to reproduce anything from these basketball games without the express written permission of the NBA. I think copyright's going to get kind of interesting with a lot of this stuff. Let's see, in January, and a Twitter post by Mark Cuban, the investor and Dallas Mavericks owner, went for $952. This month, the actress Lindsay Lohan sold an image of her face for over $17,000, and in a nod to cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, declared, "I believe in a world which is financially decentralized." It was quickly resold for $57,000. People have long attached emotional and aesthetic value to physical goods like fine art or baseball cards and have been willing to pay a lot of money for them, but digital media has not had the same value because it can be easily copied, shared, and stolen. Blockchain technology, which is most often associated with Bitcoin, is changing that. NFTs rely on a technology to designate an official copy of a piece of digital media, allowing artists, musicians, influencers, and sports franchises to make money selling digital goods that would otherwise be cheap or free. In an NFT sale, all the computers hooked into a cryptocurrency network record the transaction on a shared ledger, a blockchain, making it part of permanent public record and serving as a sort of certification of authenticity that cannot be altered or erased. And I guess one thing that I will give digital art or this concept is, if you have a Rolex watch with a certificate of authenticity, there's nothing stopping me from copying that Rolex and then giving, when I resell the fake Rolex, giving the original certificate of authenticity with the fake one. There's nothing stopping me from recreating a certificate of authenticity necessarily. However, with digital art, this is all easily verifiable on a blockchain. So I do kind of get how in some ways that's actually better than physical art, but I still like having something tangible. Let's take a look at this Logan Paul story. Logan Paul sells $5 million worth of NFTs ahead of his Pokemon box break. In what marks something of a fresh foray for a digital business endeavors, Logan Paul is diving headfirst into the cryptocurrency space with the launch of his very own non-fungible tokens, or NFTs. NFTs are digital assets that function as collectibles like trading cards, which happens to be another nascent passion of Paul's. Unlike cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, however, no two NFTs are the same, meaning that they cannot be directly exchanged with one another, nor can they be divided up into smaller denominations. Additionally, the digital coding behind NFTs makes them irrefutably verifiable, an issue that plagues the traditional collectibles industry. So that is kind of cool. I guess it is easier to identify these, but again, I just can't wrap my head around owning something digital. Well, NFTs can be anything: domain names, virtual gaming, and even tweets. The most popular NFT category is digital art, including images, audio, and video clips. Paul's NFTs, pictured above, showcase an anime character fashioned in his likeness, holding up trading cards accented with the logo for his Maverick clothing brand. Paul partnered to create and distribute the tokens with a company called Bondly, peer-to-peer exchanges that enables trading across any chain and through any medium. The NFTs are built on the Ethereum network. I guess this article isn't too long. We'll finish it up. The set of 3,000 NFTs dropped on February 19th, with each selling for 1 Ether. During the first day of the market, 1,772 NFTs were purchased, with ETH being valued at roughly $2,000 at the time, for a total of roughly $3.5 million in sales. Paul sold $1 million worth of NFTs 30 minutes after dropping them, noted venture capitalist and entrepreneur Tiffany Zong, and yesterday sales climbed to $5 million, with a total of 2,586 NFTs sold and 414 left to purchase before Bondly burned the remaining supply, which will never be available again. Demand was also driven by a contest whereby 3 buyers will receive a first edition pack of Pokemon cards valued at $40,000, as well as a free trip to Los Angeles to attend a Pokemon card unboxing stream on February 27th. After getting into the Pokemon card trading world last October, Paul hosted an auction earlier this month of 36 unopened first edition packs, which will open live this Saturday. Though NFTs are a decidedly novel phenomenon, arguably less so after Paul's splash foray, advocates believe that they hold massive potential for digital artists and creators. So I think that kind of explains a little bit more about these NFTs. I don't know if any of you guys got involved with CryptoKitties back in 2017. I thought it was kind of cool at first because it was like, back in the day, like there weren't really any functioning cryptocurrency or blockchain projects, and there was something where you could actually get these cards and trade these cards. Although ultimately the whole thing was kind of stupid. I never really understood like what gives one cat value over another. I think if they had like a certain style of ears or white on their head, that made them more rare and more valuable. But CryptoKitties kind of wound up dying out, I think, because gas fees had gotten so high that even if you wanted to play around and buy cheap cards, it got very, very expensive. And that's one of the things with Rarible and a lot of these sites. So this all runs on the Ethereum network, which has really high gas fees right now. So, I mean, if I wanted to upload a card or a piece of art this morning, it might cost me $8. Later on this afternoon, it might cost me $46. Now, if you were wanting to sell some cheaper digital art, things for $10 or $20, I'm not exactly sure how these marketplaces work, but I assume whoever buys it is going to have to pay gas fees to actually make the purchase. And if somebody's buying a $10 card, but it's costing them a $46 transaction, that doesn't make a lot of sense. If Ethereum gas prices don't start going down, I think that will kind of kill the digital collectible market or the NFT market. I have heard some talk, and I don't know too much about this. I've been meaning to get involved in PancakeSwap and like the Binance Smart Chain, and I believe there's people doing NFTs on the Binance Smart Chain, and that would be a lot cheaper to play around on as opposed to the Ethereum network. But like I said, I've been kind of all over the place in this video. I really just kind of wanted to expose you guys to the world of NFTs, and if this was something you were interested in diving into more, I wanted to send you in the way of a couple different articles. Which I'll link to all these articles down below. And then I also wanted to just talk about a couple places where if you wanted to try to create your own NFT or put a piece of artwork that you own online, I think Rarible's a really easy way to do it. Download yourself MetaMask, which is ultimately going to be a Chrome extension. You're going to have an address to your MetaMask where you'll be able to send Ethereum either from your Trezor, your Ledger, Coinbase, Binance. You're going to send some money over to your MetaMask wallet, and then you're actually going to log into Rarible or OpenSea with your MetaMask wallet. And if I were wanting to upload some type of item, then I would pay for it with my Ethereum. And again, it might be on the low end $6. It might be as high as like $60. So if any of you guys have anything else to add about NFTs, if any of you guys have been playing around with NFTs more and kind of understand better how the space works and can explain things better, feel free to do so in the comment section below. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, click that subscribe button down below. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you on the next video.